Stay with education, but we are moving from higher education to high school students. As we speak, some Greenbrier East engineering program students are presenting their new inventions to the community. Our Galen Markham spoke with students earlier today as they set up their presentation on the state fairgrounds.
This year, Greenbrier East High School was one of 3 schools in the nation chosen to participate in the Lemelson MIT Invention Education Capstone course. The goal of this pilot program is to incentivize schools across the nation to develop their own invention programs.
Invention education, it empowers the students. It's almost like a choose your own adventure book where the students come in and tell me what they need to learn that day to progress on their invention. And so it's a new way of teaching and a new way of being taught.
Since August, students at Greenbrier East have been working on their new inventions. The first is a thermal imaging integrated fire mask to allow for hands-free use and clearer vision. The second is a wheelchair designed to increase the independency of the users.
We typically search globally to see what we can do, then we just kind of shrink from there. Like for the mask, we just went locally with one of our team members. Their father's a firefighter, and we brought them in and talked to them to see what we can help them with.
As part of the MIT pilot program's curriculum, students at Greenbrier East have to present their inventions to the public for review. While the idea of putting your invention on the chopping block is a bit daunting, students say they hope more than anything that they can inspire others to think outside the box.
Having this opportunity to share invention education and the projects that have come out of the engineering program, it's truly wonderful to, show these people what we can do to help them, but also to inspire others who might want to get into invention education or who might have an idea that they don't think can do anything, that it actually can, produce something that will be life-changing.
Greenbrier East currently has 18 students participating in its engineering program. Here for you in Fairleigh, I'm Galen Markham, WVVA News.
Thank you, Galen. Following this evening's public review, students will then fine-tune their inventions before presenting them to MIT in June. Now,